Hi everyone, welcome back to our online virtual Kidmin experience. I'm so happy that you're here again this week. If this is your first time joining us, I'm Jill and this is our GMKIds page. And our GMKIds ministry is for nursery through preschool age because we believe you are never too young to hear about God's word and to do something really big for his kingdom. This month we've been talking about how nothing can separate us from God's love. Our first week, we talked about how God made us so unique and special. It would be pretty boring if we were all the same, right? Last week, we learned about how he always has a plan for us, no matter what. And this week, we're going to be talking about how even if we make good choices and bad choices, no matter what, he is always going to love us. If you have a Bible with you, or maybe your mom and dad's Bible, if you want to take a look and see where our story is, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. Are you ready? Our story is in the book of Luke, chapter 15, verses 11 through 24. Now, Jesus loved to tell stories. In fact, people used to sit I can imagine people would sit like this and listen to every word Jesus said. And that's how he used to tell people how much God loved them and how they could follow Jesus. This story is called the Prodigal Son. That's a pretty big word, prodigal. That just means being wasteful and careless, not thinking about saving anything, spending money however you want. Now, the prodigal son is about a father and his son. The father had spent a long time, many years, saving up his money for his son. So when his son got older, he had some money to take with him to start his new family. Well, the problem is the son wanted the money now. The dad agreed to give him the money. But then the son took off. He went to a really big city and spent his money on really fun things, really cool clothes, and really fancy food. But the problem is he ran out of money. He didn't know what to do, so he decided to get a job at a pig farm. Ooh, that doesn't sound very fun to work on a pig farm. As he was working on the pig farm, he took a look at the food. Oh, he was hungry. Have you ever just been so hungry you feel like you could eat anything? He looked at the pig food and thought, well, if that's all I have, that might be good. But then he thought, there's really only one thing I can do. Go home to my dad. Have you ever made a bad choice and you were scared to tell your mom and dad? I bet that's how he felt. He was scared to go home and tell his dad that he spent all the money that his dad worked so hard to save up. And as he was walking home, his dad noticed something across the way. It was his son. Do you think the dad was angry and upset and mad and frustrated? The dad was so excited to just see his son. He told everybody around him, we're having a party. Go get the best decorations, the best food, and get the special robe. My son is home. As the son was coming across the field, the dad threw his arms around him. He missed him so much. And even though he had made bad choices, the dad didn't care. He was just happy his son was home. He even said, you once were lost and now you are found. And just like the father still loved the son, that's how God treats us. Even when we make bad choices, good choices, God is still there loving us no matter what. And that's pretty amazing to know that we have a God like that. Well, I'm so glad that you turned in this week. There are some questions down below this video that I would love for you to talk about with your parents about good choices and bad choices and how that makes you feel and how we can use God's word in our life. This week is camping week. If you have not heard, we are going to do the Great Kidmin Camp Out on Friday at 6 p.m. on our GM Facebook and Instagram. So be looking out for some really cool challenges you can do with your family this week and on our Great Kidmin Camp Out video. And we're going to be doing a really special lesson on Friday too. So